There's a SpongeBob episode that I watched recently. I actually talked about it on the channel recently. It had its own dedicated video, but there's one aspect within the episode that I didn't quite touch on that I would like to today. The episode is called Not Normal. It's where SpongeBob is determined to become quote unquote normal because Squidward tells him that he should. So he goes out of his way. He begins mastering essentially these new habits and this new way of life, and he becomes someone that he was never supposed to be. Come the near end of the episode, and he realizes that this, as I said, this isn't who he's supposed to be, and so he talks to Patrick, and well, in fact, he says, if I'm gonna become weird again, I have to talk to a professional, and then that's when Patrick shows up, and so they begin taking part in these cringe actions, whether it's being dressed down to essentially their underwear. No, exactly. They were just wearing their underwear and they were like sliding across the road on, was it a pillow? I can't even remember what it was, but sliding oh my goodness, sliding across the road and talking backwards and catapulting themselves into a zoo, doing all these crazy things. And it was interesting because it worked. As they were doing these weird actions, SpongeBob began to even look like his old self again. And this is quite accurate, actually. Even if you don't perhaps get a bunch of craters by doing certain actions, the actions that you take, even though people think or tend to believe that the actions affect only other people or sometimes only yourself or something like that, your actions matter a lot more than you think. Like, for example, I will make an effort if I see a piece of garbage on the ground, I guess depending what it is, I'll make an effort to at least get you could really stress yourself out if your goal was to get every single piece of trash you ever saw, because then you'd be doing that all day. But if you're like, you know what, I'm gonna help out a little bit here. Now, even if some little, well, seemingly little action doesn't have some massive effect on other people, I would argue that it does, because it has a massive effect on you. And therefore you go and you spread your example throughout your world, the world you live in. Now, in the same way that SpongeBob, by acting weird, became more weird and started, as I said, to even look different. When you do that which you know is right, whether it is, God puts on your heart, okay, talk to this person, or okay, do X, Y, Z. Again, even if you might think to yourself, it's like in Karate Kid when he's Mr. Han, I think that's his name. He's making Karate Kid pick up the jacket and do these things, and he's like, oh man, this is ridiculous, this doesn't get me anywhere. Turns out he was training him to be able to fight. So that's what the little actions are. It's like, okay, this seems dumb, picking up the little piece of garbage. Oh, this seems dumb, telling this person that I appreciate them. It's like, who cares? But it's like, you'd be surprised at what a great impact. In fact, it's the little things, it's the seemingly little things that have the biggest impact from what I've seen and experienced myself. So consider the actions you take, the habits you form, how they're affecting you, because they are affecting you, probably even more so than you realize. That means your influences. That means, again, as I'm saying, mostly that the actions you take, whether they seem big or small, they're all important. So act like the person you want to be, and thereby become that person. Well, I hope that makes sense. Thank you for tuning in. As I said, I sincerely hope that it makes sense and helps you. So apply it today and wherever and whenever applicable. Also, check out previous vids. If you liked this one, then you're certainly going to love the other ones too. If you don't know Christ, there's no better day to meet him than today. It says in the word that if you confess with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, then you will be saved. There's no better decision you can make than that. Any thoughts you have on the episode or my thoughts, or if you just want to say hi, comment down below. I look forward to hearing from you and responding. Remember to treat others the way that you want to be treated, to love God and to love your neighbor, and therefore you will be your best self. Thank you for watching, and as always, it's an honor.